Well, I'm Shirley with All Hip Hop. So excited to have you. Royal Flush in the building.
Thank you, thank you. You know I know all about you too.
Thank you. Queen's
You're
legend and
welcome. Yes, yes.
well, first off, how are you feeling? First and foremost.
Dealing with my situations, I have some good and some bad days, but today feel good. I feel good today. Feel good.
I love it. I love
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah, talk about, mental health is really big for me. So I'm just curious how your mental health has been just throughout this whole journey.
It's been rough. I'm diagnosed with lymphoma, cancer, stage 3.5, which is it's put a toll on me. Average person has like maybe 10 lymphomas. I had maybe 100 and something lymphomas through my body. So it was a hard, something very challenging for my doctors dealing with cancer. It's everyday battle. Dealing with cancer, it gets rid of your good and your bad cells. So it's hard to fight everything. So it's not just the cancer; it's the high blood pressure, the diabetes, the gout. It's everyday invention in life. But I'm fighting.
When did you find out about all this?
I kind of knew it 8 months before it happened. I felt like one of the lymph nodes in my body, but I just didn't pay no mind to it. And maybe like 6 months later, I felt like maybe 10 or 12, and I still didn't really pay no mind to it. And then they all exploded and got big, and one landed on my leg and one landed on my lungs, and then I had to like force myself to go to the hospital, and that's when I was diagnosed with lymphoma cancer.
Man, I'm so sorry. Was this like, do you know what might have led to this? Like, was it a lifestyle thing?
It has to be because it's not in my generation. It's not in my family. It's not in my genes. It's probably just wear and tear in life and just growing up and just surviving through so much. I mean, I don't do too bad stuff, but I guess eventually life catches up.
Definitely. I feel you. Well, talk about how much music helps.
Um, music was a big help. I mean, like I said, when I went in, the doctors looked at me and said, it wasn't even a real possible chance of me living, or it was going to be a real journey to fight it. But seeing all the love I got, like 50 Cent hitting me and Envy and every radio station and every DJ and every producer, that made me want to fight. So we didn't think I was gonna make it on my third round of chemo. I'm actually on my fifth round now, so I'm doing good.
That's awesome. What did
Thank
50
you.
say?
He just said before real niggas was this is what a real nigga was before you knew what a real nigga was.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
He's a real one
Hit
for
it
that.
from-
Um, yeah, talk about, Norega showing love to you as well.
Yes, yes, yes. I mean, the music. I mean, everybody showed me love. I mean, the music industry is something that I started with. If people don't know who I am, I started with Mic Geronimo. When he first started with Irv, it was me and him. His first album, I did like 13 songs, and then I came out with my own album. And my first single was Worldwide. Second single was Ice Down Medallions. So I've been working since '97 on. I did songs with Pun. I did songs with Big L. I did songs with Old Dirty Bastard. I did songs with BG, Juvie, Twista. Mac 10. There's probably not an artist you can't name that I did songs with. So I mean, just music is keeping me alive. Definitely, music is definitely keeping me fighting.
Absolutely. I was gonna ask what your best memory was from Ice Down Medallions.
Um, I guess I probably could say Jay Z opening up for me.
Oh shoot,
It-
no way.
Yeah, yeah. The time in life where the single came out around the same time Jay Z was coming out, and we did a show in I think North Carolina College, and I actually was the headliner. So that was a big moment for me.
What was Jay-Z like at that point in his career?
Oh, I mean, he was always from Brooklyn. I mean, we got money, so we was always fly. We chilled. I think it was like me, Jay Z, Az. It was a lot of us that day. So I mean, he's always been chill. If I see him to this day, we still wrap it up.
Awesome. I love that. What do you miss most about the golden era of hip hop?
I mean, it's like I tell a lot of my peers from my era, times change. You gotta get with the wave. One thing I can say with this 50th anniversary of hip hop, I'm not really buying it because I feel like the artists from my era did not get accepted or did not get appreciative in the 50 years of hip hop. I don't see none of the MOPs. I don't see none of the Tony Yayos, the Capone and Nori, the Mobb Deep, the Royal Flush, the Core Megas, the Natures. Like I feel like the Crews, the Smoother Hustlers, Trigger the Gamblers. I just feel like our generation didn't really get accepted in this 50 years of hip hop. So maybe next year it'll work for us. But that's my only, regret as far as the 50th hip hop thing.
I feel you. Do you remember the moment you fell in love with hip hop?
Growing up, being that I was a street dude and I was always in the street, I remember just hearing Coogee rap. So like when I heard Coogee rap, I was like, okay, somebody that relates to the streets. And then I heard Rakim, and I was like, okay, they go to Knowledge. And then I heard Big Daddy Kane, and I was like, okay, this is for the ladies. So I kind of took all three of them elements, and that's what made me the artist I am today.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Thank
Real quick, talk about the Royal Price show out now. What did it mean to just pay tribute to Sean Price and just talk about that album coming together?
Me and Sean Price always been friends. I always was on tour with Duck Down, but me and Sean Price, we became like maybe like real best friends. Maybe a year and a half before he died, we both had daughters the same age, so we would do the daddy father thing. But that was my friend, and we did like two albums, just me and him by ourselves, and I waited for a while after everybody threw their albums out with him for me to throw out. So it meant a lot to me. Like if you hear the Sean Price show album, you hear that me and him actually did it together. He says my name a lot and I say his name a lot. That was definitely a dear friend of mine I do miss.
What would you say is what do you want fans to take away from this project?
That the project's unbelievable. If you're a Sean Price fan and a Roy Flush fan, if you love the BQE Brooklyn Queens, then you understand that we put something together. I mean, there's nothing like that album. Those are the last bit of lyrics that you're gonna hear that he actually wrote and laid. So it's definitely a lot into this album. So to my fans, if you didn't go get it, it's called a Royal Price Show. And if you know me, my first album was Ghetto Millionaire. This year I got a new album coming out called Ghetto Billionaire. That's unbelievable. So get ready.
What can we expect from Ghetto Billionaire? It's a lot more than a millionaire.
Yeah, I mean, in '97, $1 million was something. Nowadays, $1 million ain't nothing. So, Ghetto Billionaire is definitely it. Like, I got producers on there from like Premiere to Pete Rock to Cartoon. Like, I got so many producers on there. It's unbelievable. Large Professor. And the features I got is unbelievable. Like, this is one of them albums where you used to get somebody's album, you could read the credits, read who produced it, what
Oh
artist is
yeah,
on it. So, yeah, so I made it back to that. And I also put a lot of songs. First album had 24 tracks. This one might have the same.
nice. Do you have a favorite song from the Royal Price show?
Um, I love them all. I mean, my favorite ones is Bars Over Bullshit, probably. That's me, him, and Cassidy. Yes, me, Sean Price, and Cassidy. That's one of my favorites. And I got one with me, him, and Graf, which is one of my favorites too. So yeah, I got some nice ones with him.
Cassidy is fire. Just being an OG in hip hop, how difficult or easy is it for you to call on the homies to get features?
I mean, a lot of them, I mean, with me, a lot of them respect me. A lot of them know I don't call on people. A lot of them know that I don't need favors. I never been the one for favors. So when I do call, they respond. A lot of time, a lot of these rappers will call me, for certain situations. So I would just throw it on like, okay, a favor for a favor. And that's how I work with a lot of people. And any artist that know me, that met me, if I came to your town, y'all know how Flush give it up. So they respect me.
I love it. Man, can you talk about your benefit show at SOBs on in 2 days?
Yes, yes. This Thursday I have a fundraiser at SOBs. Um, my fans and my family and everybody wanted to do it, and once they set it up, so many artists called me and asked if they could perform from PD Crack to Beanie Siegel to Freeway to Lords of the Underground, to Craig G, to Keith Murray, to MOP, to Smith and Wesson, to Havoc from Mobb Deep, to Conway. I mean, so many people just called me and said they wanted to hold me down and they, wanted to show that love for me. So those are just ways where people can't hold me down with the fundraiser. They show love that way.
That's awesome. I love that.
Thank you.
And what
Thank
does it
you.
mean, I guess, to do it in support of what you're going through? I think that's really powerful, especially for people that also are struggling.
Well, I think my message is to give because I did meet a lot of people like going to the hospital that's going through what I'm going through, and a lot of people don't survive because they don't have a support system, or when they get in a situation that's like critical as mine, they hide. They hide from the public, they hide from the world, they keep to themselves. So me, I want to identify the people that's going through a struggle that I'm going through. Like, no, mention it, talk to people, feel good, let them know what you're going through, and it'll take some weight off of your shoulders. So that's my message that I'm giving to everybody that's going through a situation that's life, that's work that's costing your life. That just talk to people, get up, don't lay in the bed and die, fight every day, try to stick to your same routine, and just talk to people. People can't judge you for being sick. So I'm trying to give that message off to a lot of people because I do know people that just lay down and die and don't want to ask for help and hide from their family. Not me. I'm calling my family every day. I'm hungry. Get up. Like, that's it. The only way you could be anything that's going wrong in your life is a support system. And I have a
Hell yeah.
great one with me. Yes.
Love that. That's beautiful. Real quick, my intern wanted to ask, can you touch on when you lent your chain to Mr. Cheeks and he got robbed?
Oh, me and Mr. Chief, that's my brother. I try not to pick on that, but things in life happen. I guess it was a situation where some people, you can't when the juke is on you or a drop is on you, there's really nothing you could do about it. And my brother got caught in a situation. He just happened to have my jewelry on, but I mean everything's all right. Everything's right. Jewelry could be replaced as long as he's still here. Then I'm here. And I love Mr. Chiefs to death. You know what I mean? That was just a situation like that we've been through. But that's my brother. Situation over. We love each other.
I love it. Awesome. Is there anything else you want to let the people know?
That's it. That's it. That's it. Just know that a rapper that's out here, that's lit, that's going through a situation, is not giving up. So if I can go through this and still want to survive in hip hop, then anybody that want to be in hip hop, you got a chance. If you see me fighting, going through it, then if you want to make it, you can do it. Because I'm supposed to be dying and I'm still rapping. So if you ain't dying and rapping, then you go for your dreams.
I love that. Thank you so much. I love your positive
Thank you.
mindset. I think it's really
Thank
necessary.
you. Thank you. And
Is
you're
it cool
one
if
of
I
my
take?
favorites too. I swear you're one of my
Oh,
favorites. I watch
that's so
TikTok, Instagram. I follow you all day.